morning, guys. This is how most days start for me. Wake up at 5 a.m., go and take an ice cold shower. By then, I feel really wide awake between getting 8 hours of sleep and then immediately getting a cold shower and come downstairs, make sure to get some hydration in me by chugging a bottle of water. And then I come out here, and I think this is one of the most important parts of my day because I get some solitude, I get some prayer, I get some grounding, deep breaths in. It's so important to set the conditions for your day. And that's what I'm doing right here. I'm setting my heart on what matters most. That's the Lord. And then it really goes even in more depth because I go inside, I have my breakfast, I have my coffee. Then I open up the Bible, have my Bible time, making sure I set my heart on what matters most. That's my relationship with the Lord. That's me pouring into my wife. And that's pouring into other people around me and being really intentional and being really focused on the relationships that I'm building every single day. All right, guys, I just got to the facility. I want to take this video though and explain a little bit about how I'm playing Division I football, my story, and then also kind of my goals right now. 6 o'clock, I'm about to do some tennis ball drills, and then I'm gonna get on the jugs machine and throw with some of the guys. My story starts when I'm about 5 years old. I actually have a twin brother. He's been my quarterback all the way growing up. My dad's been a lifelong head high school football coach. We've grown up always wanting two things: to win a state championship for my dad in high school, and then the second thing was to play in the NFL together. And that has been me and my twin brother's pursuit pretty much our whole life. Really quick, this is my entrance every single day. And it's pretty phenomenal, especially when the sunrise is going over there. So here in a little bit, we'll get jugs going right here. We'll have workouts in there later, and our training room is right in here. So this is home for me the last 3-4 years. Jackson Wheeler, you're on my vlog. Ha, gotcha. Ha. Let's go. We got the defense working over there that you can see behind me. Again, another beautiful day to honor the Lord. One of my favorite Bible verses is out of Psalms, and it says, "Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Try to have joy every single day, knowing that we all have 24 hours, and are you gonna make the most of it? Let's honor the Lord in it, honor our families, give everything that we have. Okay, so workouts just wrapped up. It was a really good day. Offense killed it. Made sure I got my tennis ball drills, my jugs in, body care, and then I have a meeting in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna run home, grab my lunch. My wife made me coffee. She also called me because there's a bug I have to kill. So there's husband duties as well. I heard the other day that choosing your spouse is the second most important decision that you'll ever make. I would have to agree with that, because if you choose wisely, you might just show up when you have 30 minutes till a meeting with a coffee and lunch already made for you. That is pretty dang awesome. Now, I'm not gonna tell you what the first most important decision is. I think it's pretty obvious, and a lot of people probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna make you guess in the comments down below. Put what you think is the #1 most important decision that you will ever make. So I just got to our student rack 4 or 5 times a week. I love to hit the sauna. I do mobility for about 15 or 20 minutes as well. And then right after I get out of the sauna, I do an ice cold shower for about 2-3 minutes. And I'll tell you, I feel phenomenal every single time I'm walking out of this place. So that's not something that you're doing your daily routine. You definitely should add it because it's made me feel way better. And everybody I've talked to, they feel way better after doing the sauna and ice cold shower paired with mobility in the sauna. Before I go in, I want to talk a little bit more in detail about my story. So I already told you about my twin brother and our dreams that we had. Around middle school, 7th or 8th grade is when I started playing receiver, and I really fell in love with that position. But my brother has always been a quarterback. It's always come natural to him. I played some running back, some tight end, landed at receiver in middle school, and I just fell in love with it. The really cool thing was our 12th grade year, we went 14-0 and won the state championship. Again, with my dad as the head coach. That was something that was a lifelong dream of ours that we worked for our entire life. And so that was one of my favorite memories we've ever had together. And then the recruiting side of things was even crazier because we went through COVID recruiting and ended up, I committed to 2 other schools before I went to Georgia Southern. My brother was committed to another school. That is a wild story, and I'm about to tell you more here in just a second. Let's go in there. All right, so this is one of my favorite times of the day. The school has a great setup for us with the sauna here. It's a really big room. We have the pool right out there. Some days I'll hop right in. It feels phenomenal. Yeah, the biggest thing is I go 15 minutes in here to 20 minutes, depending on how much I sweated that morning. We did a lot of really good workout on the field. It was really humid today. So I'm only gonna go 15 minutes. I'm gonna do some stretching in here as well. But this will change your life, I'm telling you. Especially being in South Georgia, our first few games in August, September. I mean, it gets really hot. And so this also is really good for your lungs, for your heart. Even just being able to relax and chill, it really does help me for the season to feel really conditioned. And honestly, it doesn't faze me once we get to August and September during those games. So with recruiting, I guess around 10th grade is when I started trying to get recruited hard. So, you're told to go all to these mega camps and all these different visits and stuff like that. Honestly, it didn't come very easy to me, especially when I was in early high school because I didn't look the part. I hadn't really grown. My body hadn't come in shape yet. And I was always a hard worker and all of that, but I didn't necessarily look the part. And I'd go out there at the beginning of the camp. I wouldn't have much respect. By the end of the camp, guys are dapping me up, coaches are shaking my hand, that type of thing. But again, I didn't really pass the eye test for a while. So around 10th grade, 11th grade, when I was really serious about trying to get offers, trying to get eyes on me, that's all when COVID hit as well. And so a lot of my recruiting was through Twitter. With me and my brother, we ended up getting 21, 22 offers at the same schools. But COVID was so crazy, we didn't know what offers would be actually taken for real. We didn't have a great relationship with a lot of schools because, again, you couldn't go visit in person. And so I committed to Liberty in June. I absolutely loved it. That was the year that they were ranked, and Malik Willis was their quarterback. Phenomenal facilities, amazing coaches with Hugh Freeze over there. And then my brother committed to Western Michigan. As we got closer to signing day, things got real, and I was like, look, I got to figure something out because I'm going to play with my brother. And I flipped to Western Michigan. We were really excited about that. And then a few weeks before signing day, Coach Helton at Georgia Southern reached out to us. 3 hours max from home, same state, came over here, unbelievable offense, unbelievable coaches. And I want to put out there, the coaches at Western Michigan and Liberty and the campuses and everything was phenomenal, and it was a dream. But being able to play together at Georgia Southern, an amazing offense, and then being 3 hours from home, it was something we couldn't pass up. We were so dang glad that we made that decision. But things went really crazy for my brother. Something you never would expect happened to you. I'll finish up the rest of the story here in a little bit. I'm gonna make sure I get my stretching in the rest of my sauna time, try to do some deep breaths and prayer, and really enjoy this. Okay, so I just got home. My favorite thing about prepping meals right here. Look at that, I'm about to open it up. Most of the time at the end of my work session day, obviously it's 3 o'clock, so I got to do some homework and stuff because I'm a student athlete. But after I finish my work day, as far as my athletic stuff and my working out and sauna and all of that, I'm starving, and most of the time I'll eat the first thing that I see. if I have something prepped that is extremely healthy and nutritious and will build my muscles up and make me feel amazing for the next day, that is ideal. And so that is my favorite thing about meal prepping the day before, because I'm setting myself up for success. Now, this is giving me a hard time trying to open this thing. I think because it's cold. What the heck? Ooh, there we go. Hold up, I'm about to show you. We've got ground beef, cheese, avocado, tomato, pickles, white rice. This is exactly what I ate earlier too. I make it the night before and then I just split it in half, put it in 2 buckets, and it's ready to go. Okay, so then the last part about my brother that I mentioned. This has been going on the last few years, about 4 years now, because he got his first initial surgery after our state championship win my senior year of high school. So he had that surgery, and then the last 3 years, he's ended up having 4 procedures done on that same shoulder. They had the initial procedure, and then they've had to go through and clean it up, redo things a few different times. And I don't know all the ins and outs about what exactly went on, but he never got back to the point where he had the strength, the endurance, and the ability to do what he used to do. And so through a lot of prayer, obviously multiple football seasons and time, he knows it's the Lord's will for him to wrap up. And so a few months ago, the beginning of this year, he put out an announcement that he decided to medically retire. And so he'll graduate in December, and he's actually getting married in July. He's got a lot of amazing things planned ahead, and I'm really excited to share with you guys as we move forward what his next steps are. But he's honoring the Lord with his life. He genuinely is. Now, that leads to me. This past year, I had my first real opportunity to play a college football season. The Lord allowed for a lot of really awesome opportunities, especially the second half of the season, that I was really proud of. I'm really excited going into this year because I have a year under my belt and I have a lot of confidence. And I genuinely believe that preparation breeds confidence. And I try to prep as hard as I possibly can, as consistently as I possibly can every single day, so that when it comes to a Saturday and we're about to play Fresno State or USC or Marshall or App State, whoever it is, whoever the opponent is, it doesn't matter because I've already put the preparation in to give me confidence to go out there and play really well. And again, sometimes you're not going to perform the level that you wanted to, but at least you can have no regrets knowing that you did everything you possibly could have done. That also leads into my future goals and my motivation. Obviously, the way that I live my life, I have goals, I have dreams of playing in the NFL. I don't say that lightly because I think that it's very disrespectful to say that you want to go play in the NFL, but you aren't actually willing to do all this extra work and the work that it takes to even get a chance or an opportunity, especially with the dream that me and my twin brother had of both playing in the NFL one day together. Obviously, that isn't going to look like how we had planned growing up. That gives me even more motivation to make this thing happen and to shoot my shot so that I'm not also doing it for me, that I'm doing it for my twin brother. So when I have envisioned in a few years, next year or the year after that, when I put my name in for the draft, when I hear my name or I see my name signed, that's not for me. I'm doing that for my twin brother. I have this thing written down a lot of places in my life, but I have written down for number 10. I have that in my bio on my Instagram. That is a constant reminder that I'm not doing this just for me. I'm doing this for my brother's dreams so that I can fulfill what we've been trying to pursue our whole life. David also is killing it though. He's a go-getter just like I am. He's actually running a marathon in 1 week from now. So he's absolutely killing it. He gets married in July. And man, I'm really dang proud of him. But yeah, that's our story. So I was about to wrap up the video, but I wanted to take a second to check out what my wife here is doing. Hey Ash, what you doing? Why are you hooked up?
Yes, food.
Why'd you hook the blender to my
because
laptop?
It didn't come with a box, and you were the closest thing.
Probably the most insane thing I've ever seen. And it's not gonna work. Thank you so much for watching the video. I got a few more things I got to get done, but I'll continue showing you my routine and my process in my day-to-day life as I'm pursuing this goal, playing in the NFL. Please join this journey with me. I'm going to try to upload every single week so I can keep you all updated exactly everything that's going on. But I also want to hopefully help improve your life, help give you values and motivation and goals that you can pursue as well. So we're all in this together. I'm going to leave you with this. One of my favorite Bible verses of all time is Colossians 3:23. It says, whatever you do, do it with all your heart as working for the Lord and not for man. I hope you can see in all my content that I'm going to start putting out that I genuinely do live by that verse. I believe that the Lord has specifically placed me on this planet right now to be in great relationship with Him, in great relationship with my family, other people, and to pursue this dream of playing football with all of my heart, doing it for Him and not for man. Thank y'all so much for watching. Again, subscribe. Make sure you put something out in the comments. It really helps me get my page going. And I'll see you next time.